I heard it said before that we work on our dreams so we can thrive. If not, we'll work on someone else's and then we'll die. So let me introduce myself to you. I am Wanda D. Hollis. Now the D is for Denise, a name given to me by my grandmother. And Wanda was given to me by my great-grandmother. So there you have it, Wanda Denise Hollis. Now some call me Wanda D and my close friends and family call me WD. But either way, I'm just passing through. You see, I came by to inspire you to live beyond your dreams, to go past the clouds and travel on Mars if that's what you so desire to do. Let me assure you that I truly believe in you. Your visions and hopes are seeds planted in you, put there for a reason, perfectly designed for you. I believe that the universe is simply waiting on you. Let me ask you a question. What are your desires? What is that thing? You know, that thing that burns inside of you. That thing that nags you. What is that dream that used to ride with you? I am here to tell you. I am here to encourage you. I am here to let you know that it's not too late to take that dream off the shelf and give birth and let it kiss the earth and then spread it as though it was a dessert. I am enough. I am enough, and yes, you are enough. You, and you too are enough. Now live, knowing and believing that there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can't do. Why? Because together, we are more than enough. Hey, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. And I want to say welcome. Come on in the room. Tell everybody that the I Am Enough talk show has begun right here inside of the beautiful Status Network building. You're watching it from that Manifest TV page. And if you're on social media, any of those social media platforms, I'd like you to do me a quick favor. Go ahead and hit that like button and send it out and let everybody know that we're on right now and it's time to win. So today I'm so excited because we have some special people in the building. I just want them to make some noise. Yes. And we come here to indulge in some great conversation. I have some powerhouses in the room. When I tell you powerhouses, we talking about people writing books, making money, teaching other people how to make money, planning events, writing stage plays and movies. I mean, like, it is jam-packed. And we also have the chef. He's come back this week. He's going to be chopping up some stuff. We're going to be... So if you're not here, then you just missed out because we're going to be eating. We're going to be doing it all. Today, we're going to talk about the power of social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to dive in deep. And, you know, we have a very, very special guest. She flew in for another event, and I kind of twisted her arm, and she came onto the show. No other than Miss Madam Money. You want to be here. You want to be here. So I'm going to give y'all a minute to get on in the room and let everybody know that it's going down right now. Now, you know, we're here every first and third Sunday at 7 o'clock. And this platform is designed to help businesses grow, expand. It's designed to showcase authors, entrepreneurs, coaches. We want to provide a platform that not only teaches other people what you do, but connects you to the community and the people around you. So it's all about expanding your brand, learning how to leverage it. And if one thing I know for certain and two things for sure is we always bring the magic. So I want y'all to holler magic. Magic. Because we bring the magic today. So you know what? Let me see what's been going on. Well, this weekend I had an incredible, powerful weekend. Went to this event called Making Money Out the Box. Now, it was phenomenal. We talking about tips, people that were in the room just diving in deep, and I learned a lot of stuff. I tell you, I took copious notes, just notes on top of notes, because one thing about it is when you go to certain events, you need to show up with the expectation that you're going to gain some knowledge, and then you need to be willing to put that knowledge right into practice immediately, because that's the only thing that matters. And your network definitely becomes your net worth. So every move you make, I don't care if you go into the grocery store, talk to somebody around you, look at somebody in the eye and say, you know what do you do? Because you never know who you standing next with and who can take you to your next level. And that's about walking in intention. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to find out how these powerful women, because this is what the women in biz, this week right here, the third week, we talking about the women in biz and how they're just manifesting, growing, learning, falling down, popping back up, because we do all of that. We have to manage households, budgets, families, careers, entrepreneurship, and can't nobody do it like a woman. I'm just saying. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. So if y'all say you right, say you right. So without, we're going to take this small, quick break to reset so I can bring all my beautiful guests on, and we're going to open this thing up. We're going to get the rolling real quick, and then we're going to have Chef Antonio L. Smith come on here. And like I said before, he's going to teach us how to cook healthy, eat healthy. We're going to be doing some great things, and so what are you waiting on? Come on in the room, because we ready, okay? All right? And we'll be right back.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.iamenough365.com.
Question: why should I give love? Give love yet another try. When love keeps on beating me just like the enemy. Why should I give love a try? Yesterday I heard you say I was the one who committed you. I put my trust in you. Silly me. What was I thinking? What was I saying? Pinch me, please. So foolish of me, like a dummy, to believe in love. Love. Can you hear the sound? Let's be waking down. Love. Headed up to the eye. No more love for me. Just why should I give love? Give love yet another try. When love keeps on beating me just like the enemy. Why should I give love a try? Something I said stole my heart. How could love do this? So cold and ruthless. Leave me in the dark. Love is for fools, breaks all the rules. Knows no shame. Made up my mind, was no one high. Playing the silly game. Love. Can you hear the sound? Let's be waking down. Love. What would you do with love? Headed up to the eye. No more love for me, I swear. Should I give love? Should I give love yet another try? When love keeps on beating me just like the enemy. Why should I give love a try? So over you,
like that music?
I did.
Oh,
I really like that song.
Okay.
Tina Turner show.
I really did.
You did. You was
I
like
did.
bouncing it back and forth and stuff. Well, you know, that's that Jada Prince, you know, one of our I Am Enough team members, you know.
Okay.
Right. And that's one of his
Love it.
tracks.
Wow.
We're going to play another one a little bit later. So, you know, it gets you in that like little sipping wine kind of vibe.
Yes.
Right. So I am so glad that finally be like next to you.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Because when I tell y'all, she is super bad. Y'all might catch her on CNN. She might be. She's like everywhere. This is Miss Jackson. Is what you call her.
If you're nasty.
If you're nasty. Yes, Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
And you know we have our other celebrity in the house,
Yes.
Miss Gerri. Miss Gerri. Yes, give it up for Miss Gerri and Miss Shonny D right here on my side.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
So I just this is our third third Sunday,
Yes.
and this is our Women in Biz, right? And we have. I want to introduce the ladies, but I'll do that when we put the camera over there on them, because they're pretty powerful too.
They are.
Our yeah, you know Miss Chimia, you know she's our co-host, so she's here in the building, and lovely Miss James.
Yeah.
She puts together some
She was
fabulous
amazing events like the one yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was awesome.
And see, Miss Gerri does events too, so I just had to. I had been telling them about each other, and I said I got to get y'all together. So today was that day to make it happen, right?
So that's what you do.
That's
You
what
put
I
people
do.
together
I put
and
people
make things
together,
happen.
make things happen.
See,
you know?
that's why I was supposed to meet you.
I know, because and we talking about the power of social media. So, but real quick, let me let everybody introduce themselves right quick, and starting over here with Miss Gerri, so y'all can get a little bit more to know about how fabulous she is.
Yes.
Okay, I am Gerri Savage-Aldridge. I am an event planner. I'm also a retired educator. I am also an author
Awesome.
Yes.
and a mentor to breast cancer survivors.
20 years,
21 years.
21 years,
Yes.
no signs,
Yes.
just living a
wow.
thriving life.
Yes.
That is
I
so
think that's
amazing.
Yes, it is. It is.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, my name is Tarra Jackson, aka Madam Money. I am the author of Financial Fornication and the newly released Four Financial Languages. I'm an international speaker. They actually like to ship me all over the world to talk about money, which is always a good thing. I am a former financial institution executive, but my main passion is to help people enjoy the pleasures of prosperity. So I enjoy teaching people how to live their life prosperous without feeling intimidated, and removing barriers. You know, we all have those financial deaths that we have dealt with, and I am a testimony that there is financial resurrection. So I preach the gospel of prosperity in a way that is real. So I kind of use sex to educate people, relationships, about money, you know.
Okay, relationships.
I mean, I'm financially promiscuous with some credit cards, and I've ended up with financial STDs, substantially tremendous debt. And so them babies hurt, and so there are cures. So I want people to know that there are cures. But in my latest book, I want people to know that everybody has a dominant financial language. And if you learn what your dominant financial language is, you know how to communicate about money and how you need to be communicated about money.
Right.
And so I just want to save a couple marriages.
Yeah,
so we
that's
stop
it.
arguing about money. That's
so
all.
we keep arguing, and we're gonna dive in a little bit deep. We're gonna ask some questions because she dropped some brilliant nuggets, and I was picking them up. Right?
Really?
Yeah, you dropped it. I
did.
I was picking it up. So Miss Shonny D.
Yes. It is so good to be here. It's Shonny D. I am a self-published author, independent filmmaker, playwright, mother of a wonderful, almost 17-year-old. Hey, Vicky. And I am glad to be a part of I Am Enough. Because you know what? Let me say this. I am enough, and you are enough, and you are enough, and we are enough. In the words of Addie. So it is a pleasure to be
top
here.
Addie.
I can't top it. I'm not. Okay, that's cool.
That's
cool. So it's a pleasure to be here with you ladies tonight.
Yes, and I thank you. I thank you all for joining us tonight. And we got our ladies on the panel here on the side of the couch. As soon as we can bring them up, I want them to also come on in here and introduce themselves.
Awesome.
There we go.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna start.
Yes, you are. You got that mic in your hand.
I do too. Hi, I am author Chimia Hill Burton. I am the author of Beautiful and Hero, and I'm also co-host here on the I Am Enough talk show.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
We slowing our bell. Yeah. I know. I didn't even give you a bell. I didn't give Tarra a bell. Everybody get a bell.
Everybody get a bell.
Okay.
So I am Lakisha James. I am the owner of Designer Events by Lakisha, where we specialize in the corporate event planning and interior design for homes and offices. And of course, I'm always visiting my girl, my queen, Wanda, on I Am Enough talk show. So we're just very excited here, women in business. We're going to, we're about to have a great time tonight. So thank you guys for joining us. So stick around.
Yes, they're not going nowhere. So, like today's title being the power of social media.
Yes.
And I think I met probably, did I meet everybody through social media? I think just about. Yeah.
We met.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, because I ended up knowing Shonny, but she was saying that she was connected with me through social media. And you know how those friends on social media goes, you be saying you friends, but you're not really connected yet. So it's like about taking that relationship online, offline. So I'm gonna start with you, Shonny.
Okay.
What is some of the positives that you've had being on social media?
Wow. Well, I'm still on this cloud from one of those positive things that happened to me. Being on social media, it's what you put out there. It's who you are for people to see. I was able to meet, like you said, I was following you a few years ago, and then we were able to meet in person, and now here we are. I'm working with a dynamic team, this wonderful coach that keeps me on my toes. That's one of the powerful things that came out of it. Being around someone that was uplifting, someone that wanted to see me win. Mm-hmm. So, aligning myself with like-minded people. And I just got a new opportunity to be a writer for a feature film just off being on social media. You just never know who's watching you, who's, referring you to other people. And when those opportunities come, you just have to be ready. So social media has its pros and cons, and for me, it's been good.
Okay. Well, we sticking to those pros right now, because we gonna, Chimia shared a con with me, and I fell out earlier, so we gonna hold our mule for that one.
Right.
Yeah. But and you said something. You touched on being ready, and that's what it's all about. Like what the word say, be ye ready, so you don't have to get ready.
Because when that happened, I said, when they said what they were looking for, I said, me. Can you be at this location at this time? Yes. All right, let's make it happen.
Nice, real nice.
Yeah.
Miss Jackson?
Yes.
What has been your biggest positive being on
The biggest
social
positive is connecting, like she said, connecting with people that are like-minded. Because a lot of family and friends that are next to us are not always like-minded.
Right.
And if their reality is different than what our vision and our dream is, they always try to protect us.
Right.
And
You should do that.
Yeah, because if they're not living that and they don't believe it, that's not something that they can encourage, right? But if we believe it, we manifest our own reality. So my reality is different from maybe my family and friends' reality. But then social media opened me up to all of these millions of people that have similar or bigger realities of their vision. And it allows me to connect with them. People that I don't know, I've had people that are strangers from other countries that were more supportive than my family members that are right around the corner, right? So it allows me to connect with some amazing people and opportunities, because I had the opportunity to be on Fox 5, Al Jazeera News, or whatever, because of what they see me do on social media.
Right.
So sometimes we got to make ourselves easier to find, because people are always looking for you.
Yeah.
You know, you have a talent. Someone is always looking for an event planner. Someone's looking for a writer. I'm actually looking for a screenwriter. So look at God.
Look at God.
They're always looking for something, and they're looking for you. But if you do not make yourself present and approachable and findable, whether social media or the internet, they can't find you. So you're doing the world a disservice.
Right.
So I just thank God for the opportunity to meet so many amazing people through social media and what they've allowed me to do.
And you said something too, like people are always looking for people. And like I posted something in our group the other day. I said, does anybody know of a grant writer? And it's because a lot of things come to me, people asking me, and I'm like, no, but let me go to the group. And this is why you create your own communities and you start to engage. So when opportunities come up, even if it isn't for you, you can say, hey group, I want to come to y'all first before I take this to the main
Well, you know that
page.
it's the new, or it's the modern day Yellow Pages.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know.
It's a utility.
I don't have to use the Yellow Pages or anything like that. I don't even have to use Google. I can go on Facebook and say, hey, do you have any recommendations? I need this. I'm in this area. And the people will either say this is what I can do, or people will refer people. So it's the best use if you know how to use it. Like I said yesterday, people that are in business, I hear this all the time with my clients. I don't want to get on social media because I don't want people knowing my business. Well, if people don't know your business, you're not in business.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell people when you go to the bathroom, but you got to tell people about your products and services.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them when you go to the bathroom.
You ain't got. I tell people on social media what I want them to know, even if it's personal stuff, because that's a form of connection to the audience.
Yeah.
So when you have a strategy, social media can be extremely valuable to small business owners.
Exactly. Miss Gerri, what's been one of your biggest positives being on social media?
Wow, I have a personal testimony. I maybe around 3 or 4 years ago, I was planning an event, a breast cancer event, and 2 weeks into the event, I needed a hairstylist because I had two amazing designers. And I woke up, I posted it that in the evening. I woke up that morning and someone said, I'll be glad to be your stylist.
Awesome.
And this person has continued to be in my life. Not only did she show up, she showed up, she had 3 small children. She brought her children with her. She did all the model's hair. She stayed for the event, of course, and she told me anytime I wanted to use her again, it was okay. I didn't have, I offered, gas money. She wouldn't take it. And so as a result, her and I have become very close, and we're planning another event for June of this year.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
She did
yes.
it pro bono without. So, I mean, I felt her love.
Right.
That it was just incredible.
Yeah. I know I've had some interesting things happen on social media. You were talking about that whole coming together. You put something out there and somebody just come into your life. I remember one time I was doing an event, and Emmanuel, he's a saxophone player, a gospel saxophone artist, and I said I needed, I asked him if he could come and play. And not only did he come and play, he pulled me to the side. He said, Wanda, let me pray for you. I want to pray for you. And he stood outside. He was like, I feel your spirit and you heavy right now. He said, everything's going to work out. And at that time, it was like, how events go. Everything was like unraveling. And he just stopped me and did that. And he said, and he told me the very first time we met and talked, he was like, I feel your spirit. So that's something when people want to do something and they know that, you're in the right place at the right time.
Well, it's actually a miracle.
Yeah,
for
it
somebody
is.
to reach out to you they've never met you in person, never talked to you. They'll have no reference of you, and they feel drawn to let you know I can help you.
Yes.
And there's millions of those type of people that are out there looking for other people. And that's why I say it's so important to leverage social media the right way, because people are looking for you. They're looking for opportunities to give.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't want to give someone a disservice to not give to me. Hey, you know, but I'm always looking for an opportunity to give too, right? So that's people's blessings is to give.
Yes, it is.
And so we need to stop blocking people's blessings.
Yes. Let them
And
be a
receive it.
blessing. That's
And
right.
receive
Yeah, we have a hard time receiving blessings sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's what blesses people by being
Right.
a blessing.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey there, ladies. I want to ask that same question to Lakisha. Lakisha, what has been your biggest, one of your biggest positives being on social media?
Since I joined social media, well, before I started my business 3 years ago, I wasn't on social media like I am now. Like you guys said, you have to expose yourself. If no one knows you, if you don't put yourself out there, no one will know you. They will not reach out to you. And since I started my business, all of my clients have come from social media.
Wow.
And repeated clients come from social media. So social media is very powerful, like very powerful. You get that connection with people. You meet them at networking events, so it's very powerful.
Yeah, and me and Lakisha met. I put a post out last holiday. We had a Christmas mixer, a holiday mixer, and I put this post out, and I was saying, who wants to come in and get on the mic? It was get on the mic for the holiday, and over 50 people came in here, and she was one of them. And I said, all you got to do, just send me your bio, send it, and see that right there. It has conditioned and grown into a relationship, just out of that one meeting. And then I looked up and saw her at another event. I said, how did you find out about this? She was like, you posted it. I was like, oh.
Right.
So then I said, well, we going around all the time. She's like, well, you put it up there. So I said, well, if Wanda going, then I'm going.
Okay.
So and we met. Who was that? We met Rochelle.
Yeah.
And then we went to her event.
Yeah.
They had a mixer.
Yeah.
And I said, and I walked in the door, and there was Lakisha sitting there. I was like, you here again? So,
The more you go to, the more, you get to see that person. You start building relationships.
Right.
Very important.
And it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good too, like you guys were saying, be in the groups. Join the groups of people that's doing things. If you're an author, join a group that's full of authors.
Right.
Because there's events that they may have that you can be a speaker at.
Yeah.
Make yourself available.
And not just join the group. Be
active.
in the group.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Post in the group if they allow you to post. Comment. On certain things.
Right.
Just to have your name out there and people recognize your name, because you don't know who's going to start following you.
Right.
And what I found is that there are people watching me, even when I think nobody's watching.
They're always
watching. They don't like your stuff. They may not share it,
But they'll watch
and
it.
people know when I'm going out of town. They know, oh, you just got back in from Atlanta, really, dude? Yeah, that was your fault. You shared it. They don't like anything, but they kind of know everywhere. That's my dad. My dad is a good one. He can tell me everything that I've done because he stalks me on social media. He doesn't like
This is your dad.
He doesn't like any of my stuff. He doesn't share any of my stuff.
Right.
But he knows
But he
where I
knows what
am.
you're
He's
doing.
keeping track of me. So
Right.
you never know who's watching and
That's true.
who's admiring you through
Yes.
that, and who you are encouraging and encouraging them to do something that they want to do.
Right. That's
I want to
powerful.
piggyback on that encouraging because you got something you
Huh?
want?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I just wanted to say this real quick, that encouraging someone and never knowing who's watching. Because when I first wrote my book, Letters of Forgiveness, I was getting all kind of inboxes. I hadn't met these people, but they see the book. They see what others are saying. They've heard about the book signing. But it goes beyond that. How did that book make them feel? So to get that follow-up and feedback from people that I didn't even knew I was an author, for one, and then they purchased the book and then told me, because of your book, I was able to forgive the person that did this or that to me. So you just never know how powerful it can be. And just because they don't hit the like button, it doesn't mean nothing. You know, I don't.
And don't do it for the
Don't
likes.
get caught up in the likes. That's a psychological thing that people get really caught up in the likes, and I do too sometimes. Like, y'all ain't liking my stuff for real. But at the end of the day, I'm more worried about the clicks on the the PayPal things and the Cash App.
I like that money going off at night time.
You ain't gotta like things. You ain't gotta like none of my social media as long as I hear that notification.
That's the one.
Well, we gonna go over and let Miss Arthur Chimia answer that question. Yeah, I like that shing shing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the positives for me on social media is that I did get to meet Miss Wanda. I met you through Candy. So my friend said, I have someone that you need to meet. She does events and everything else, and so I met Candy. And then Candy was like, oh, I have a vendor's event that you need to go to, and it was yours.
Okay, no, that was ours. That was the Wake Up Winning book signing.
Yes. And I didn't even know it was a book signing at that time.
She was selling books.
Yes, because I sold my book.
But see, it's enough love for everybody.
It was, but it was my first vendoring experience, and I was like,
wow,
okay. And then the next thing I know, it was like, no, you need to come on the show, and I was like, okay. And then you had the holiday mixer. Now I remember where I met you. And so I met her there, and then it was like, oh, no, I want you to come on the show again. And I was like, okay. The next thing was like, you should co-host.
Okay.
Yeah. She did a in-house question and answer with her book.
Yes,
and that was real powerful. And we had never did that before. We make a lot of first time things happen here. Her one day I said, well, we should do it live. So she went and she got some people that had read her manuscript before her book was published, and she had a couple come in. So that they were reading the book together. She had another person that had came in. What process were they in the book?
Okay, so we had the first person who came was Alicia. Alicia came. She had read the manuscript. I wasn't even done with the book yet. So she was my first fan. Also, she didn't like to read. So this was my challenge to her to see if she liked my story.
Right.
She absolutely loved it. She keeps talking about it. I'm her favorite author. It's always good to be someone's favorite author.
Absolutely. Come on.
Someone's favorite.
Yes.
Then I had a couple that I knew. I knew Siobhan from work. And I gave her the book. I gifted the book to her for Christmas, and her husband took the book and was like, I'm gonna he snuck off and read it.
Yeah.
He was like, this is really good.
Yeah.
They were reading it together,
and then they started reading together. So then I gifted him his set, so they've been reading the book together.
Awesome.
And then Alicia's husband was here also.
Yes.
He never heard of the book and bought the book the same night because he was like, no, this is an interesting story. I want to know about it.
Yeah.
I want to know about it. What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
The book is called Beautiful. The book is called Beautiful and Hero. It is now a trilogy. It is an unorthodox love story about.
Tell her about the main characters.
Oh yes, about Carl and Nichelle Jacobs and Darius Kenya Phillips. It's about a 28-year-old woman who falls in love with a 16-year-old.
Oh,
yeah, spicy,
very spicy.
And then the mother and
the
mama. Of drama.
Yeah, I have a lot of twists and turns in mama.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. No, don't get me wrong. Everybody who hears the synopsis is right with you. Everybody.
Yeah.
But once you start reading the story, oh yeah, you start falling in love with the characters. You start feeling for their plight. It's a whole different thing. And I write in first person. So you're getting it from Carl's perspective. The second book, Love and Devotion, is from Darius's, and the third is actually got both of them in each chapter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's hot. And see that's
hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's sweating.
It's spicy. But positive is in social media is that the funny thing was when I first started writing, I came out when I believe CreateSpace was at the beginning of it,
Right.
and when indie authors weren't as popular. So the book covers weren't as nice as they are now.
Right.
And you worry about that because you want your cover to pop. And my first cover didn't really pop. So what happened was they was like, well, somebody had bought the book just from what the synopsis was. And they were like, look, I love this book, but when you're ready to change the cover, you let me know. And next thing I know, people was offering things to me. There was publishers, you know, house publishers, they were just like, oh, why aren't you with anybody, and you should come join my publishing company. And
After you've already
after I've done
Let me
it.
ask you, what you have this trilogy, but what inspired this story? I mean, this is deep. Yeah.
Well,
I'm fanning.
when we did the Q&A, that was one of the questions that I actually got asked. And what happened was I think around the time that I was actually wrote this, and I wrote it in 2008, I had just seen the anniversary of that teacher-student relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, that is hot.
We are in sync.
I said, that is spicy. I said, okay, cool. I said, I could write something like that, but I really don't want to do the teacher student. So I made it two complete strangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, see, now I got it. Now, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that actually had got me to think.
And share with them the dynamics between them. You know,
We got questions.
we right.
Right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's her interview now. Like, I'm just got questions, you know?
Because can I get this question
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
I
go
want to
right
know.
ahead.
Did you know when you finished the first one? Did you know you were going to make it a trilogy?
No. Okay, so this is what happens. Because this is also a positive in social media. There was only 2 books, and I wrote them both in 2 weeks. So I wrote 129-page manuscripts in 2 weeks. And once I finished Love and Devotion, everyone was like, that is not how you're going to end this. When I started having my beta readers read it, they were like, no ma'am. My fans started reading it, no ma'am.
We need more.
We need more. So of course, when I first heard my beta readers start reading it, I automatically started thinking about a third, possibly, because I knew, well, if my fans say they want a third, I need to have an idea for a third.
Yeah.
So I came up with a really deep idea for a third.
Yeah.
Kind of bringing everything back into perspective, but.
Okay, so y'all gotta stay tuned. Look, because I had to go like this. Because y'all gotta stay tuned because we're gonna do something special with that.
Yes.
That third book, and because of that, she's also entering into the space of operating her publishing company full speed ahead.
Yes.
Good job.
She's ghostwriting.
Awesome.
She's helping people get their manuscripts together, you know, and she's going. This is her year to be hosting workshops, you know. Pushing her like, come on, we got to get this out, we got to get this baby out. So that's the space that she's going in, and it was, you know,
Not pushing
I
to
love
the
it.
limit, pushing
Yeah.
past the
pushing
limit.
past the limit. Yeah, so y'all give it up for us.
Tell people now
Yes.
where they can,
Yeah,
let's-
absolutely. Tell people where they can call in at.
Let's do that. Okay. Manifest TV right here at I Am Enough Talk Show. Let's talk about it. So call us. We got all these beautiful people here. You may have a question. So 470-251-4647. That's 470-251-4647.
Yeah, don't be
Manifest
scared.
TV. Yeah,
Don't
just
call us.
call. We don't
and
bite.
just to even if it's just to call and say hi.
Yep.
I want to ask Miss Jackson
Oh,
a question.
okay.
So because you know these titles of these books is really spicy and sexy, right?
TD was something.
Girl, them things hurt.
Yeah. Don't get her started, okay? So between this one and this one, I'm like in the middle. I'm wedged in like a sandwich. So
What?
So what you're in this space of really educating, and we're going to tie it into like social media. So what are your platforms on social media where people can connect with you, and what is your community? What does your community do?
Oh, wow. I'm relatively on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. What else is it? LinkedIn. Those are probably my main ones that are there. My community differs depending on the social media platform, right?
Okay, right.
So, majority African American women that are professionals or entrepreneurs are on the Facebook. My the male is more dominant on Twitter. My youth, millennials, and all of that are on my Instagram. The professionals and people that find me for news and all of that are on LinkedIn. So I understand where my demographics are based on the platform, which then tells me what I need to communicate and how I need to communicate.
Right.
So things that I post on Instagram and Facebook, I won't post on LinkedIn because it's a completely different audience, right? And I can't afford to offend that audience when they're the ones writing the checks.
Right.
I am educating, and I do get opportunities through Facebook, but it's just a different demographic. It's just a different demographic that's on social media, and I communicate to them based on the demographics. And then I also have to do what I have to do better is really giving them more of what they want. Facebook now wants more video, and what I hate doing is being on video.
Oh,
Can you tell?
I can't tell.
I was about to say, really?
No. I can be on there and I can show up and 3, 2, 1 action, and I can do it. But just doing video on a consistent basis, that's a challenge for me. So I have to do better, because that is what that audience. That's what they say. That's how they want to receive information. They want to learn information. They get a better understanding of my personality. Right. I have a very special personality. I will admit that. And people like to see my personality. I have no idea why. But
because you're funny and you're real.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I obviously give y'all more of me.
Yeah.
Y'all asked for it. I'm just saying.
Right.
But, and that's, and I have to do more print, and, that's why I write for Black Enterprise and, upscale, because on the Twitter side, it's more informational. It gets a little video.
And they like articles. They like to read. And have you
noticed that LinkedIn is starting to be more video that they're turning into Facebook, because now they do the live and all that. So but
it's changing.
Once you pay attention to that and what your audience are, you know how to communicate. I can do financial fornication in 5 different ways for 5 different channels.
Right. And you said something very interesting. You have to know what's trendy, what's changing in social media. And that's why I really believe that as an entrepreneur, business owner, people's biggest mistake is not knowing who they're talking to.
Right.
To make those adjustments. Great information.
And you need to know who your target audience is. Who do you want to communicate?
Who do you want to communicate with?
Because there's some people I just don't want to talk to.
Right. And it's kind of like that when you posting in certain areas, like when people say, I'm off social media, I say, really? So you're not really doing business on social media.
It's free advertising.
It's free advertising.
It can be. I mean, a lot of people get caught up in the pay for play, but relatively, you can start a business through social media for free. It's just free advertising. Before social media, we had to go into the yellow pages, we had to go on TV, and we had to pay a lot of money. Now anyone can do it. So there's no excuse for us not starting a business, and that's what social media affords. The only thing I will say is don't let social media be the only way people can communicate with you.
Absolutely.
You need to have your own website, and that's why I talk about with my group Dualpreneur is that, I build websites because I love doing it. But that's like my side hustle or my other side hustles, because I believe that every, especially African American woman who is a business owner, needs to have their own space in the universe, and social media just drives them to that space. Because if social media dies, people still need to connect with you.
That's right.
And it needs to be professional, because we are very groupy and we're judgmental consumers. We are. And if we go to your website and it looks like some crazy thing that my 10-year-old could do, I ain't gonna buy from you.
You're not gonna get that respect.
Just ain't gonna happen. So I'm really focused on giving women entrepreneurs the professional look of their website and that they deserve and that they represent. They represent quality. They represent beauty, excellence, and that's what their website should do outside of their social media.
Yep, absolutely. And you have to know how to take them relationships online to offline. You know, we do the wake up winning call, and now it's become we travel with it. You know, like we'll be going to Texas, and it's great when you meet people and they say, "Hey, can you come where I am?" And we're like, "Sure." You know, where are you? You know, and they tell you where they are. And this is all about a shout out to Janelle Harris, expanding your territory, because this is what we have to think like as we grow through these processes of social media and just everything within our business. How can I really connect with you? And the only way you do that is to start the conversation. Don't just jump in and say, "Hey, you want to buy my book? Hey, you want to buy a ticket?" You know, go in there with the whole intention of, I want to get to know you better. You know, how can I serve you? You know, maybe can I share some information with you? You know, because we're walking around here powerful individuals with all of these. We're like a tree, and we got all these branches coming off of us, and we can do this and we can do that, and we know this person, we know that person. Now we are that bridge to bringing everybody together. I want you to tell us the 4 love language, and also because I know you she can't stay that long, so I want you to tell them exactly how to get in contact with you.
Great. I will tell you about that, but I want to piggyback on what you just said.
Okay.
So there's an equation for whatever you do on social media is the 80-20 rule. Everybody knows about the 80-20 rule, right? So you give, ask. Give, ask, right? So you give information, give tips, you give whatever, and then you ask for the sale. You know, I got a promotion with everything. If your page is strictly buy my book, go to my event, buy this or whatever, people are going to be like, nah, we good. If you don't give them something to make them want to come back to you, you're going to defeat the purpose of being on social media. So if you can't outgive the right person, you've got to be that person that outgives everyone, because those are the people that want to buy from you because they receive so much. But the 4 financial languages, if you're familiar with the 5 love languages, right? My argument is people love differently, but people also communicate about money differently, right? So that's why savers and spenders argue about money. They speak 2 different languages, and the 4 dominant financial languages are saving, spending, investing, and giving. Right? So my dominant financial language is spending. Don't judge me. It just is, right? And so I there's a thrill that I get, a euphoria I get with the transaction. My vice may be the bar and food. Don't judge me. But somebody else's vice may be shoes and clothes. It may be electronics. And we're chasing the transaction. We always want the transaction. That's what makes us feel good. And so you never tell a spender not to spend money, because I promise you, I'm going to spend my money, your money, and everybody else's money. And we will be retaliatory. So you have to teach us how to spend on savings, spend on investing, spend on giving, because that's why we need a spending plan, right? When I hear the word budget, I hear diet, die, deprivation, I can't, no. I don't like hearing those words. I'm not used to being rejected.
Powerful, right?
Right?
I'm telling y'all.
Now the some people have a dominant of saving. They need safety, security, and control. And if their savings account goes
Got one
below
finger
a
up.
threshold, they will freak the hell out. Okay? Do not betray the trust of a saver. When you tap into their savings without them knowing it, they will hide their cash. They will stash their cash, and you will always think they're broke because they ain't never got any money for you. So you got to be very careful with those savers, but just let them know that they can save and still enjoy the spending. They can still invest, because savers don't like to invest because they're afraid to lose their money. Right? That's why savers and investors argue sometimes. Then you have your investors. The investors, all they want to know is, what's my return?
Yep.
What's my return on investment?
Return
Whether
on
it's
investment.
people, whether it's time, and especially money. They understand the relative risk because there is a reward tied to the relative risk. So if they lose it all, they're not mad because they know if they invest again, they'll probably win big. And so you don't talk to an investor without telling them what the pros and the cons are. If you lie to them, they'll kill the deal. If you keep information from you, they'll kill the deal. But if you tell them the truth, they're willing to invest, even if it feels very risky. The giver, they are the most unique individuals, the giving language. The reason why is they're naturally fiscally bilingual. Okay? The giver has a giving heart. How can I help you? What do you need? What can you do? The person that you met was a giver, right? She was a giver. But the unique thing about a giver financially is that they are either a giver and a spender. So a giver that likes to give gifts, they probably like to spend money. The giver that can give cash is probably also a saver. And a giver that likes to give to businesses like angel investors, they're probably an investor too. So that's the unique thing about a giver. And you never tell a giver not to give because they're going to keep giving. They just going to do it behind your back. Because that's their heart. And their soul is to help other people. But when you understand what your dominant financial language is, you understand how you need to be communicated about money and then how you communicate about money. Because a saver and a spender may say the same thing, but because she's talking budget and he's talking spending, they're always going to clash about money. And that's what this book, they can. You can be fiscally bilingual. You know what I'm saying? I am fiscally bilingual. I know how to speak in each language that when it serves me. Right? So if I'm talking about, when I'm talking about my future and I got to do this, I know how to speak investor.
Right.
You know, when I'm talking about I need a stash or I need an emergency fund or an opportunity fund, I know how to speak saver. When I'm talking about the first rule of prosperity is to give because you can't receive without it, I understand the language of giving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't defeat the fact that I'm a spender, right? And a saver is not better than a spender, not better than an investor, not better than a giver. It's just the only thing that makes us bad is the excess. Because I've seen savers that hoard cash and they don't enjoy their life. I've seen investors that invest everything and lose everything. I've seen givers give all their money away. And I've seen spenders spend all their money. So it's about balance and it's about understanding how to speak the language when it serves you and who you're talking to. So if you're a saver and I'm a spender, but I need you to spend some money, I can't talk to you in spending.
That's right.
Because you will shut me down.
How can we, listen, I'm so, how can we get this, you have financial fornication, the title alone, and the four financial languages. I mean, I'm seeing just the people
the comments.
With the hearts.
What are some of the comments?
Well,
they just saying, "Come on now, speak that."
They're hearting up. They're enjoying. So I don't think people's actually taking the time to comment because they're listening.
Awesome. Well, you can learn more. You know, each book has its own page. Financialfornication.com. 4 financial languages. The number 4 financial languages. But the easiest way to get in contact with me, get some free content from my blog. Also, you can get the book in a bundle for a discount. Go to madammoney.com, MADAMMONEY.com, and then you can stay connected with me. And also follow me on social media. I share some information as well. Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. But you can go follow me, MS Madam Money, Ms. Madam Money. Follow me. Let's
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Well, right. Well, you know, she definitely has the juice, and you all will be crazy if you don't connect. If you don't go back and watch this, you have access. You know, we're on all social media, so you could probably access it later. You could, if you're watching now, tag somebody in, because we're gonna have some more great information coming up. But also keep in mind that we always archive our shows.
Awesome.
So they can go back and check this out, replay it, and the next time you listen, make sure you have your pen and paper in hand. But just go buy the book. Just go to buy the book. You have anything you want to give to our viewers maybe tonight if they watching any? You know, you feeling charitable or a discount?
She's trying to make me speak that giving language, right?
You said you like to spend.
Wow. Okay. Just before you leave out of here, you know, before you go catch your flight.
Okay. I have no problem with giving away a book for financial languages. You all tell me who the winner is going to be. You all decide who the winner is going to be. And I would love to send you a book.
Okay,
I will do that.
So
y'all keep watching.
Y'all keep watching, and we're gonna throw out some.
They're gonna tell me who to send it to, and we're gonna become really good friends.
Yes, and for those of you that don't get the book, connect with her for sure. Okay, connect.
I don't care if you get the book. You still need to buy the book for somebody else.
That's right.
You may not need the information. You know somebody that probably needs the information. Someone, you know, a couple that may be arguing about money, or a newlywed couple. So they don't argue about money. Somebody asked me, who is this book for? This book is for anyone who is in a partnership relationship. Mm-hmm. Because even if you're in a business partnership, if you have a spender and a saver that are in a business partnership, that's going to cause problems as well. So you need to know how to communicate. And I give examples on how to communicate with each financial language. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a newlywed couple, a dating couple, to make sure that y'all can be, because that's one of the top reasons why people divorce or separate, because money.
For money. Wow.
Why do we allow something that is meant to be a tool to destroy what God has put together?
Absolutely.
That makes no sense to me.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, y'all getting a lot of nuggets, right? I told you y'all would. This is the Women in Biz section, and we do this for fun because it's necessary for us to do it. We're going to take a quick break. So while we take our break, I want y'all to listen to Mr. Jada Prince's other song. It's called Where. It's a hot song. It's going to really put you in a good little vibe. When we come back, we're going to come back with more discussion from the panel, our Women in Biz, but we're also going to be bringing up our chef, because he's ready to spark up the aroma in the building. And we're getting ready to get some tasty treats going on. Right? So you want to make sure.
Looking like he ready.
I know, right? He ready. He ready.
Y'all know the sexiest thing in the world is a black man that can cook.
You know that's right.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
So we will be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Nordstrom bags in my hands instead of you. The telephone rings again. I wonder who could be calling me. The table is set for an extra guest. Bachelorhood used to be fun, but I confess this is getting old, and my nights are cold. I need someone to share my dreams. Where could she be? Woman for me. I am tired of feeling so lonely and empty. I've searched all my life, but still I cannot find the woman who my life. I lived just for me. I lied, cheat, and steal with no shame, and play with others' hearts for sport and game. It seems like my past has come back to haunt me. Where could she be? The woman for me. I am tired, feeling so lonely and empty. I've searched all my life, but still I cannot find. I can't seem to find a woman who will be my wife. Can we get some keys? She
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Okay, we're back. We're back inside of the I Am Enough TV talk show. Yay! And wasn't that first half just awesome?
It was amazing.
Amazing.
A lot of nuggets.
Yes,
a lot of nuggets.
Okay. So let's talk about that real quick. Can we do it and take a few seconds to say what your number one nugget was on the first half?
What was it? Those four things that she said.
The
giver, the spender, the investor,
And the saver.
and the
And
saver.
saver.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a spender.
The love,
Okay.
All day long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm a saver, then I want to spend it. So I'm battling with that.
So you're bilingual.
yeah, and I think she identified with a lot of us.
Yeah, I think
most
so.
of us are bilingual, but we have a stronger side.
Yes.
But so what on the first half? What was the thing that stood out the most nugget that you got from the first half of the show?
I just love her personality mostly. I loved everything. I love her personality, but I did love the language actually. I love how she used STDs, and then it was about debt. And it was like, oh, okay, I know that one.
Yeah.
To get your attention.
Right,
Yeah,
right, because that's the way
the
she
lingo
delivers
definitely
her
loved it.
messages. Yeah, so it's very powerful. Miss Gerri, you have a takeaway? Any favorite nugget for you? First half.
Just her sitting here talking, and I could identify with a lot of what she was saying because I am a spender and my husband is a saver. So we're opposites, but it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
I think
it
we need that
balances.
opposite. Right.
And so I was just intrigued by it.
We're good. We
like her
definitely gonna
breakdown.
have.
You
Yeah.
can understand it.
Yeah.
You know, you talk money. Some people talk in a banker language. I don't know.
She
You know,
talked in layman's terms.
She broke it down.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah, she made
Well-
it real simple.
Well, we really appreciate her. I mean, coming in and sharing that, and I hope everybody go out. So we gotta figure out a way how to give a copy of the book away. So I'm gonna need you to think about that and write it down on a card.
I do.
Okay, here you go. And like. So, and Miss Shonny, you handling Facebook scroll news. What's going on?
Facebook scroll news. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready? Well, the hot Facebook scroll news today, we're talking about film and TV. And the power of social media dealing with film and TV. So, anyone watch Power?
Yes.
Remember Power Watchers? Come on in.
I haven't watched this season
Come
yet.
on
The
in,
second
Power
half I
Watcher.
did.
Get into it.
I know Miss Gerri. She's a TV watcher.
2 years out
You
of
watching, Miss Jerry?
Ambitions.
Oh.
The Oval.
Hot.
Hot.
So, and the movie everyone is talking about is Tyler Perry's Netflix movie, Fall from Grace. Amazing. I say
Don't do a
amazing.
spoiler alert because I
will
still
not.
haven't seen it.
I will
I
not.
haven't either.
But
You wouldn't think it's a Tyler Perry movie. I can tell
thank
you
you,
that.
Chef. That's what where I was going.
Excellent.
You know,
it takes you to a different dilemma.
yeah, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and he said, so I guess we
Oh,
think
okay,
alike.
I got it.
Mr. Perry said, you guys call me predictable.
Mm-hmm.
But now check this out.
So was
I
it
will say
predictable?
this. If he was not in it, and Miss Crystal Fox, who is amazing, I probably would have said that's not. I wouldn't know it was his film.
Right.
True.
Now, I'm going to say that because it was not the typical Tyler Perry
wasn't
film.
expecting it.
Right.
So I appreciate that.
And and he had said that he felt like it was his best work.
I agree. I said the
I
same
have
thing.
to agree
Yes.
with him. Oops. Sorry.
I agree too.
We get emotional when we talk about
You know how we get passionate about it.
His best work.
So, so that's what everyone is talking about. You know, it came out Friday. They showed it over at SCAD last week or a couple weeks ago. Rave reviews, and then when it hit Friday,
Netflix.
I think every household that has Netflix, except for Wanda and Lakisha, but
Everybody
We gonna get on it. We gonna get on it. We
And
gonna get on
I
it.
just so happened just to open my Netflix up and just seen it, and it said "Fall from Grace." So I was like, "Huh, let me see what this is about." So I watched it when it came out. I think it came out Thursday.
yeah,
'Cause I was watching
did,
it Thursday, and it's just social media picked it up for the rest of the, they put the spoilers out there, but it was
Yeah.
you
Well,
could
I'm not
definitely
gonna
tell
spoil
it was Tyler Perry work
It
until you
was
seen him
great.
in the film.
Wow.
And I want to say this too about the power of social media. You see, whatever's trending, you see how we're all talking about it. And although I know both of you are on social media, your schedules just didn't allow you to have that moment where you can go into it. However,
Have to prioritize
you
my
have
time.
right, you have to, because you get caught up in the Netflix. But
Yeah,
you gotta back away sometime. But
way.
for that, I wanted to say, people that think they're not being watched, they are. I'm going to transition and talk about Mr. Jeffrey Owens, the man from the Cosby Show. What someone did that they, thought was funny.
Was
they
shaming
were
him.
shaming him. They were doing it for the wrong thing, and then it relaunched his career.
It did. It
And
did.
not only was he in Tyler Perry's Have and Have Nots, he's also on Power.
Power.
He's
He did the-
he did an episode on Power. I won't say who he played because I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, but just to talk about how it showed, and I caught that this morning because I was trying to catch up with Power, But and I said, "Oh, this is beautiful," because we hadn't seen them, but I remember how they shamed him and they came after him because he was working at Trader Joe's. Oh, look at this, he's working at Trader Joe's, and which is no big deal, but people, that's just the whole judgment.
That's right.
That would be a kind of social media. It's just really, really
But
judging.
it turned into a pro for him.
It did. It did.
Because here it is. Now, like I said, it has relaunched his career, and I'm sure we're going to see him in much more. Because he was a great actor, you know what I mean? He's good. And then in the roles that
Great.
he's
I wouldn't
now,
say great, but
he came in.
He was a good actor. You said good.
I would say the things that you've seen him in. He wasn't just on Cosby Show. He was good in some other areas.
We don't know what to do with us sometimes.
I know.
You're supposed to be the motivational one.
I am. That has nothing to do with it.
That's all she gonna say.
I'm not. She said what she said. I'm not backing down.
She said what she
It's the
said.
Michigan gander in the
Man,
I
what?
should know better, right? I know. Being right
You
here,
sound like Aiden talking about Granny, but you're the motivational queen because I said something to him. He was like, Granny. I said, that does not mean that. Let me give you the definition of what that means, okay? That means that I'm going to hold your feet to the fire.
Yeah.
That means that I'm going to push you beyond your means.
We
That's
gonna
what
get
that
into
means.
that about what
okay?
you be doing.
That's what the motivational queen is. It do not mean that I'm some soft wimp and I'm going to believe everything that you tell me.
does not mean
It does not mean that.
You say good, I say great, and that's where we're gonna stay. Oh, goodness, but see,
Tomato tomato.
that's it. It's all good.
Listen
So,
here.
Funny.
But in
What else you got?
other Facebook news,
We'll be the judge of that.
I'm trying to get my job done here. But in other Facebook news, It's also real-time exposure.
Yeah.
So there was, and this is a little old, but I'm using this example to say how people, like I said, they thought they were shaming him. The young lady that put the billboard up said, "Mr. Tyler Perry, hire me." People were, that's tacky.
That's
she
true.
shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, guess what?
She got
hired. So
sometimes you gotta take.
it's taking a risk. It's investing in yourself.
You gotta invest in
Investing in yourself, believing in yourself. She believed in herself enough to say, "I'm gonna pay for this billboard for all of ATL to see." So we could sit back on our phones and
Judging.
But now
she's stepping on to the
next
new
one.
studio. You know,
That's true.
So
You can't have shame in your game.
You can't have shame in your game.
Yep.
Can't have shame in your game.
No
shame.
Shame in your game.
Not
Okay.
that's why I wanted to say the
gotta
power
talk and
of
walk it
social
and make
media.
it
That's
happen.
You
right.
can't be afraid to step out there.
That's it.
It
Got
doesn't
to.
matter what people say about
It
you.
does.
right.
It does.
Believe enough
Yeah.
in you to take that kind of risk. And I don't think, I wouldn't consider it a risk. I considered it an investment.
Investment.
You know?
Yes.
Which we know could be risky, but I say, hey, you got to bet on yourself. You got to
That's right.
go all in.
Nobody's gonna.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, what else you got? What is this phone ringing?
Well, what else I got? Hey, Jeremy, I got to stop and say, hey, Jay the Prince. He said, you can't have shame in your game. That's right. Had a ball with you. Thank you, Miss Jackson. She just left. She said she had a ball, so we thank you for that. So what else I have in Facebook news is what's happening, what's going on. Guess what?
What?
This about me, though.
No.
Well, let it rip. Chef, you all right over there?
I'm ready to put some fire to this.
Okay, so hold on. We're gonna pump Shonny's brakes for just 1 minute, and I want to just introduce y'all again, reintroduce some to Chef and Antonio L. Smith, and then for the first time, introduce him to those that is not familiar with him. He was born in Flint, Michigan. He's the son of Norrit and Glenn Williams. He graduated from Mott Community College in 2006. He worked for 3 years in Dallas as a celebrity judge. I'm talking about celebrity chef in Dallas and in Atlanta. And he lived in Dallas for 15 years. He moved here to Atlanta in 2012, and he also has this catering service, right? And he travels, and he'll come to you and prepare anything you want. So tonight he's introducing a segment inside of the I Am Enough talk show for our women in business. Ooh, so we have our own personal chef tonight. Okay. Give it up, y'all not excited? Yes.
It's so good in here.
And he also supports the Kidney Foundation because his mom passed to the kidney disease, and then he later discovered that he has it. So he's dealing with those situations. We don't say battles or anything like that. That's right. And we have a lovely fundraiser that's coming up. We had some little missteps, but we have this fundraiser coming up, and we're gonna learn more about that. And so, without further ado, you all are looking at you. They see you. Wave at them. Yay! So, Chef, take it away. Tell us what you're preparing for us today.
Oh, my goodness. For this evening, I'm going to prepare for you guys. I made a balsamic honey lime vinaigrette dressing to go with our salmon salad. So, my business partner, she can't eat crab cakes, so I made a delicious crab cakes with a Creole aioli.
I can eat them, though.
So,
I can, too.
I can.
So, there's more for us and everything. So, one less crab cake, that won't be go to waste. But we have a Cajun crab cakes with the Creole aioli, and then we're gonna do the sweet chili salmon with a honey and lime vinaigrette. And I marinated some cucumbers to go with the salad and the strawberries with a little twist of some crunchiness to go on top of it.
Okay, well, take it away, Chef.
We just trying to eat.
They're just trying to eat, which
And walk us through it. Tell us.
I love feeding people.
Yes.
But before I get started, for yesterday, you guys who were coming to the fundraiser yesterday, we had a small mishap, a little flooding in the issue. So something that was out of my control. I thank you for who was going to support and be there, but you can be there March 7th. Place to be determined. So March 7th is our date. And I apologize for the little hiccup for yesterday. But you guys can come out and it's going to be bigger and better.
Yes.
That's how I look
That's
at it.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell them why did you go with this menu right here tonight? Was
This
there any
is
certain reason?
something it's quick, under 30 minutes that you can do. The salad, quick wild green salad, all you got to do is prepare your protein. The dressing, you can't buy this salad dressing because I made it. So I'm going to tell you that the dressing is quick, easy, put together. Apple cider vinegar, honey, lime juice, salt and pepper to season, and a little bit, what else I have in there? And some, of course, honey. So that's the quick, easy. And, I forget balsamic, liquid balsamic. Put it in there and mix it up. But there's the 3 to 4 part ratio that you put everything together. And I'll go over that, guys, with you later. So before I burn up these saute pans here with the heat on, we're going to get these little olive oil in here in both pans. We're going to get these salmons on.
So I'm going to just.
Ladies over there excited. I can see y'all jumping in your seats already.
Yes, we are. So
Attentive.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's like it's ooh, do you see that?
so
It's food porn right there.
yes, food porn. Yay, food porn.
Right, food porn, right at you.
So Chef, how many years have you been cooking?
I've been cooking over 20 years.
Over 20 years. Wow.
Love it.
Can you tell us some of the celebrities you cook for?
I done cooked for John Legend, Avril Lavigne, a host of NFL players and swimsuit models. When the Super Bowl was in Dallas, I was working for a celebrity chef, Kent Raffin, and we had the Super Bowl party at his pit house. So I had the quite pleasure of cooking for John Legend, his wife before he married her, the New York Jets coach, I can't forget his name, big guy. Cooked for him, so it was quite a fun night.
So who's the most unique person you cook for?
Most unique person I cooked for, I would have to say the Dallas center, Dirk Nowitzki. He's fun. He's down to earth. He's a brother down inside. Dirk's a brother down inside. I think I want to say the funnest person I have cooked for will have to be Kid Rock before I moved to Texas.
Wow.
That's
experience like. Oh my! I'm from Detroit, so that's why I was like, interesting.
Let's just say it was one hell of a party. It was fun.
See, now we feel super.
It was fun. That's all we're gonna leave it at that one. It was a fun and entertaining evening.
Wow. And so, how did you and Wanda connect?
Me and Wanda connected through the beautiful soul Miss Lakisha James over there.
Okay.
Miss event coordinator to the stars. That's what we're gonna call. That's her new name.
Yes, event coordinator to the stars.
Extraordinaire.
He's so awesome.
Yes.
I'm happy to get somebody.
So that's how me and her connected through Miss Wanda, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So I was on Wanda's show a couple of 2 Sundays ago, right? And we were just sitting there joking around, and I was like, I need a cooking show. And Wanda was like, well, there's no time like the present, pretty much. You got your avenue, and then here we are.
Here we are.
Yes.
So this is our debut.
Love it.
Beauty.
Because we always say there's no time like the present. I find that when people have dreams or things that they speak, we're into instant creativity and you just go do it, you know.
Yes.
And you don't kind of worry about the failure or all getting all the things lined up. You just jump in there and you do it, and if it works, you work it. If you tweak it, you know, you figure out how to keep going, because it's going to have the hiccups anyway.
Yes.
You know.
I mean, anything that you do, business, you may have some things like the situation he mentioned. That was something out of their control.
Yeah.
But the next time, it's bigger and better.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yes. And you know what? The thing about it is, it's always going to be the unexpected will always happen. Always. You have and you don't have any control over what you don't have control over. And you just keep on going. And like my nose doesn't have any control over taking the smell in, right?
My stomach is like, yes.
So y'all are definitely, we're gonna be in store for a treat. But I'm so happy that I'm in the space of media and coaching, because that's what the motivational queen means, like to like just push you and on into that direction. So I can't help it. My conversations are always about what are you doing, not how you feeling.
Yes. Right.
I don't care how you feeling.
Because how you feeling can keep you
from doing what you need to do.
You got to get past that. I think I was saying that to you earlier, and you have to make sure that you remain focused and positive on the things that you want to do, and that's what Wanda does. You tell her you want to do something, and she's going to make sure you do it.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with her.
Don't play with me.
It's Mama Bear. We not trying to get. We're not trying to get the claws.
Yes, absolutely. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
And you don't want to wait and always be playing on the defense. You want to play in the offense, and the only way you play offensively is you got to get in the game, right, Chef?
That's right.
He in the game right now.
And they're used to sitting in the sideline for
We
nothing.
watching the game. And we love it.
I have to tell the audience, if we had smell-o-vision,
Smell-o-vision,
okay?
Smell-o-vision.
That aroma, I mean, it has the studio just.
Wow.
I'm feeling like I'm at home in my grandma's kitchen.
Smell-o-vision.
Yes.
So okay, so I got a trivia. Now Miss Jackson was on, right? Right.
Right.
So I want to know from our viewers. Now you have to give me this information, or you know what? We're gonna take, if you get it. Well, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so is this gonna go for just for fake? I don't know who is it gonna go for. I want to put the question out there, and then you can send in. How should they do that? No. So tell me what was the name of the first song that we played on the show.
No, we're not saying it. We're not saying it.
We can't say
We're not saying it.
We can't say
for
it.
the audience.
For the audience.
The very first song
The
that was
very
played
first
on
song
the show.
that was played on the show.
That's a good.
Now,
that's a good one.
if you
After the introduction,
Jeremy, don't say it because he on here.
so put down what that is. We got our Facebookers that's watching.
yes.
And then what? Even if we get multiple people, then we'll select from, or are we doing the first person?
First person.
I would say we do first person.
The first person. So
Gotta be quicker than that.
but okay, so they gotta call in then.
That's the bottom line.
They gotta
Make
call
sure you
in.
phone
Call
number.
in.
Listen, people, call in to 470-251-4647 with the answer. What's the first song that was played on tonight's show after the introduction?
The first song that was played.
And
Now,
you will get a copy of that book.
and you'll get your own personal copy of the book. Okay? So that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. No, it wasn't Maxwell.
It wasn't.
So, because we play our own indie artists here. You know, that's what we do. This platform is designed to help elevate us. You know, because we're enough, right?
Yes.
So it's
we
all
got
about.
the first sample.
Well, it should go to who? Who should it go to?
That's for our picture presentation and everything.
Oh, that's so
But,
lovely. Nice.
Wow. I need to bring this up to like the camera. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm getting up.
That's beautiful.
You got to see this.
Zoom in on it.
I gotta bring it up.
That's right, Jeremy.
This is
Smell-o-vision
food
is
porn.
coming.
Look at the food porn.
Yes.
Tilt it a little bit so they can get a nice view.
Down.
Yeah.
Can you smell that through the camera?
Smell-o-vision.
Don't
Don't be jealous.
Yes, don't be jealous,
Yeah,
man.
you should be here.
You should be here. That's
You could
right.
Get some.
You should be here.
Right.
That's why we tell everybody to come into the studio and be a part. You just don't know what
You
you're
never
missing.
know what you're going to get that
You
day.
just never
Never
know what
know.
you're missing.
Never
Yes.
Okay, so y'all got that?
Beautiful. You would put that in front of me, huh? Without a fork. I don't need one though.
Well, I got a fork right here for you.
With that hand.
Come out, chef.
You know how we do.
I'll have no shame in my game.
I know that's right.
Kush, where you at?
Push your boots out.
He said he waiting for grace to be said. Well, people, this is an amazing show tonight. We have the chef Wanda D. She's over here helping Chef Antonio Smith, and when I tell you,
Oh my Lord.
I'm gonna pass this one back to Keisha. Oh, you can't
can't
eat that
have
one.
it.
That's right. That's right.
Hers coming on next.
I'm waiting on the salmon.
Crab cake.
I'll take hers.
Hey, what I want is that chicken, that egg roll, what he make with that special raspberry dipping sauce.
It's shrimp egg rolls with the raspberry vodka sauce. I let her taste it. And
So
she's
tasty.
just-
It's here tonight.
No, we don't have that here tonight.
That's what I want to taste.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I have one.
Oh, you got it for. Oh, okay. So there's the.
That was for you.
Did I start
I
eating?
thought that was for you. That's for us to sample. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the host.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, we all
probably
gonna
need
use
one
some
of that. I'm gonna need one of those.
Well, I need a fork.
We're all
Here.
gonna need some of them.
I got a packet. Yeah.
We got
This
pork.
is delicious.
delicious.
Ready.
Well, tell the people.
Delicious.
Tell the people on the. Tell people.
This is
We about
so
to tell the
good.
people. We about to
Y'all
tell the
just
people.
don't know.
Well, you know when it's silence, people are smashing
Yeah,
me
they-
good.
that's
You know,
how
they-
it is.
my
That's
gosh.
normally.
Thank
All
This
you.
will be
Here is
yours.
smacking.
Go away, Keisha.
So everyone has a plate.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We need two more. One more.
One more.
One more. She gonna get some.
One more plus Kush, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Don't leave them out.
Kush said, "My
Can't be
bad."
like the producer.
Kush is ready.
So if you guys don't know, this is how it goes down at the I Am Enough talk show.
Yes.
Because all of us, we are enough.
Yes.
Thank you for the invite, Wanda.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's say grace.
Okay. Amen.
Grace.
Amen.
Ooh,
We over there
I
dancing.
have a
man.
request for a cake to come on.
This is the kind of food you make sound effects when you eat it.
I'm trying to tell you. Nothing but cheese
Oh.
and teeth smacking.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Make you scratch your head.
I went on the salmon.
Oh Jesus.
So tasty.
Yes.
It's like I can taste every piece
This
of
one.
seasoning, every ingredient.
That's how you
Yeah,
really
it's
know how to
very
cook.
good.
Very
All of
good.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Kush can have that fork because I got one fork.
Okay.
I wish you guys could taste
Okay.
this.
Well, we gotta be talking now. We ain't said nothing to
I'm
people.
talking to the people. I
talking to the
told them I
people?
wish that they could have been here.
Okay, well, what do people say on Facebook?
Well,
What they
we
saying?
can make a sound effect.
It's really good.
Okay,
These are
so
people with eyes. They're watching. They say, "Oh, we watching."
so this is an incentive because now y'all really gonna need a password to get in the building.
Yes.
We're
Right,
changing it
Kush?
every week.
Right, Kush? We ain't letting them in here just for willy or nilly.
Nobody's coming.
Yeah.
This sauce. What, chef? Can you tell the people again what this
What
sauce
sauce
is?
is?
Because
That is
it's amazing.
that is a Creole aioli. It's a little spicy to go along with the contradict with the corn with the crab cakes.
I'm jealous.
The crab cakes is fresh crab
I'm
meat.
so jealous.
No imitation crab meat.
Yes,
Nothing
right.
so in there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
There's also
Amazing.
fresh
Chef, I ain't
lobster
heard
meat in
nothing you
there.
said.
We're giving
We got fresh crab cakes, fresh mix, fresh meat.
Oh
Fresh
God!
off the water meat.
Oh,
That
so
imitation
good.
stuff. So we have fresh crab meat along with fresh lobster meat as well.
Right.
So I like to add in a little bit of lobster meat with my crab meat to
Hey,
give it
Jermaine,
that
how you doing?
that extra filling.
Yeah.
you need a good wife.
Yes, I do. I need an excellent wife. I need a hustling wife.
Oh.
A wife that understands how we get this money together.
I'm trying to tell you, build an
You know,
empire.
build this empire.
Goodness.
You know, most women don't understand that. They think, first they say us all black men cheat. That's a rumor. Just like
I don't believe
all
that.
women
That's a
cheat.
lie.
That's a rumor.
Okay,
It's the person you
y'all,
deal
chef
with.
is not on the market. I have married chef tonight.
And everybody,
I'm the bridesmaid.
and everybody, this is just a snippet
And-
of what he'll be cooking
And
on
Lakeisha's
March
planning
7th.
our wedding.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
This is just a snippet of what he does
This is so
on a daily
good.
basis. So make
Oh
sure
my
you get
God.
those tickets to the March 7th event.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm telling
Yeah.
Y'all gotta be there.
y'all.
March 7th.
Yes.
And we're going to come back and post
I'm about to
exactly
find out.
where
Oh, my
we'll
goodness.
put that in Wake Up
Absolutely,
Winning,
yes.
Wake Up, the evening news.
Winning evening news, I am enough talk
I Am
show.
Enough talk show. It's going to be all over social media again. And you guys come out and
She
support.
is licking her fingers.
Wanda's over here making sound effects. She's
Look at the finish, chef.
So, Chef,
And I like that. That means I did my job well.
Sweat.
It is too good.
It is really, really good.
If you don't
it
know.
is.
And so how can they get in touch with you again?
You can get in touch with me through all social media platforms. Facebook, I am on Chef Antonio Smith, Antonio L. Smith. I have 2 pages. You can also get in touch with me on Instagram, Zenora's Catering. That is my catering company. And just email me, chefantonio19@yahoo.com. I have many platforms you can get a hold of me. I'm also on LinkedIn. You can't miss me. You can find me on here on I Am Enough Talk Show on every first and the third of each month. So this is our launch for our evening. But every first and third of each month, from now on, you can catch us
might wanna
doing a
increase your
cooking segment on the I Am Enough Cook Show. We're going to do some wine tastings, teach you how to do some pairings with different wines and cheeses, make your romantic evenings very feisty for you guys. Put a little spice back into your guys' relationship. Have some fun into it.
Back in your life.
Teach you how to make chocolate covered strawberries. So we're gonna have some fun on this cooking show. You guys are going to enjoy it. So make sure you guys tune in to I Am Enough. You can't miss it. Ladies, how you enjoying that meal over there?
Wow. The plate is empty. Everybody's
plate is empty.
Well, I'm jealous.
So now,
I need to.
I've been eating mine slow.
so this next course we're gonna do.
Lemons.
I'm about to look these lemons. I know that's right.
Well, I'm jealous since I can't eat crab meat.
So this next course we're gonna do. We got some spring
sorry
mix
for
here. I like to use spring mix because it's a mix with everything. See that bell? They feeling themselves over there, y'all. And well, fellas, if you're in a doghouse, get a hold of me. I get you out of the doghouse.
Wow.
So this is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna add a salad here.
Okay, chef. Okay. Okay, so delicious. I don't know what Shonny doing, but we eyeing that right because we about
Because you
to.
might jump you.
Yeah, we about to jump you. You gonna get jumped on in the parking lot.
Excuse me.
You gonna get jumped for yours.
Why somebody call? Okay, so y'all got a few more. Y'all got a little bit to call in here. Tell them the number, Shonny.
470-251-4647.
Okay.
470-251-4647. Call in with that. The answer to the trivia. What was the first song of the show after the introduction?
That we played.
So you can win a free book from Tarra Jackson. Listen, I gotta turn this way because all of them they
four financial love languages?
4 financial love languages.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna come up here
And
that last piece.
so y'all want to make sure that y'all call in for that book, and also make sure that y'all mark y'all calendars for next week's show. Not next week.
No, wait. Next week, the week after.
First Sunday.
First.
I think it's the second.
The second?
I think so. The second, and we're going to be doing something real special on the second as well. We will probably be making an announcement next week on what exactly is going on after everything's confirmed. And what we were talking about media, and what is some of the negatives? One quick negative, because I got a couple more questions.
I'm gonna let Chimia go. I'll finish this.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's
Okay, because that social media it can be fun, it can be informative, and then it can be ridiculous. Okay. Those crazy challenges everyone used to do.
She don't like the challenges.
Me either.
What? The cucumber challenge? The
cinnamon challenge?
The cinnamon challenge? Oh my goodness. What? No. What was it? The fire challenge where people was literally setting themselves on fire for like a couple of seconds, like next to a bathtub. One child almost burned his
dog bowl challenge.
Dog bowl challenge. Yes, milk in his mouth, and the dog came and licked it out of his mouth. It was so disgusting. I seen it. Like I quickly, hurried up and
that's somebody else's pros. That's what they like. That's entertaining for them. Yeah.
But see, those are the negative type of things that we talk about. That's those people who want shock value.
When they get to be spending on something else.
Yes, not all media is good media. We all know that. So we know people, we know celebrities do it sometimes. We know that
everybody get in
the housewives will let them get on there and start acting up on it, and then everybody comes watching the show to see the fight and this type of thing. It's all. That's what people.
She's still eating.
Oh, she's still.
Right here. We go right here.
So this is our next course.
You can give it to Ladybug here. She haven't eaten anything.
Yes. Oh, well, show it
to the audience.
Oh, we gotta show it to the audience.
Oh, yes, we gotta show it to the audience.
Chef, show it to the audience in the camera, in our camera.
I'm about to demolish that.
See that? So hold that a little bit. Yeah.
Don't
No,
drop it.
Don't I got the right angle on it.
There you go. Hold it. Twist it. Twist it.
Yeah, the food porn.
Look at it. Look at it and cry.
Bring it up, chef. Yeah, right
You're
there.
not gonna
right
get
there.
none.
Salmon.
See, look at
strawberry.
Nice. Yes.
Vinaigrette.
Look at all of that.
Okay.
So what we have is
tell them what we have.
It's a salmon salad with garnishing with strawberries, and it's a lemon and balsamic and lime vinaigrette. And I marinated the cucumbers in a little bit of salt and pepper, and I also marinated the cucumbers in the dressing as well, so it all has the flavor soaked in with it.
That is so
good, awesome. Okay, so
those challenges can really, you could hurt yourself. Some people do not understand the safety of some of the things that you see on social media. Just because you see it there doesn't mean that you should be doing it. Just because somebody's doing something crazy doesn't mean that you need to be doing it either, because you could really hurt yourself. You don't know. People doing the condom challenge, they allergic to latex. Now they choked and.
Oh God.
No, allergic to latex and they didn't choke. Oh my goodness. We can't even go as disgusting.
The fire challenge. You
know what I thought was silly? That one where they had people jumping out of the car dancing, and then it was so many horses. People was walking in the poles. They was getting drugged by the cars. This one man locked himself out the car. He jumped out the car, couldn't get back in the car. Car going on down the street.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
see, every challenge is not a good challenge, people.
And okay, so I'm gonna get my most disgusting one that I just don't like, and this is just comes with sometimes I think we still should be conscious of what we put out there, like our filter. We still, I believe in the whole freedom of expression, but sometimes it goes too far.
Yes.
And one time I seen where one of the comedians, he just felt like, and he was, he's a gay man, and he felt like he should just show all his parts inside of Walmart. So he took off his clothes. He took off all his clothes, like he had a skirt on, then he took that off, and this lady was like, how could you do that? I have children, we have children in here. And that at that point I was like, what? That's not even funny.
Right.
That's not why would you want to do that?
It's
So
reverse.
it is. So, but they'll take the risk, and that speaks to the part of how all attention is not good intention. And I'm talking to my this conversation is really for my people that are building brands on social media. Do not link your brand to nonsense, because then that's what you get noticed for. And it's not about your likes, it's about, are you making an impact? Is that impact positive?
Right.
You want that impact to be, if you spreading a positive message, like what I say to my girls offline is not a conversation I necessarily want to bring online.
True.
You know, I might say a whole bunch of stuff offline, which I do. You know, sometimes y'all get it too, but it's at a certain regard of who is watching. I know everybody's watching, so I'm not getting ready to give my full blown out opinion on everything. It's not necessary. Plus, I'm a businesswoman, so I'm building my brand and I'm helping other people build their brand. So it's very important for me that I stay consistent with my brand. You're not going to look up. You can go through my timeline 10 years ago and it'll be the same thing. I'm talking positive. I'm spreading positive messages. I'm telling you about my family, you know, so you'll know my little ones that I love. And what I do is I want everything to stay in alignment to your brand, so you're not out here scrambling for likes and attention that's negative, you know, because I look at those and be like, oh, it's 1 million+ views, but yeah, look at what you're watching. So we just have to make sure that we're doing the right thing in everything that we do, no matter what platform you're on.
That's true, because you just because one
they're eating. They
one bad comment, or you
comment.
you gotta watch that type of thing, because you know one bad video is what's going on with food?
Oh, for Facebook?
No, for the food. Comment. What's your? I see it's almost gone. She didn't gobble down quickly.
That was the dressing is like amazing. And like I said, you can't purchase it at the store.
No, you cannot.
You gotta bottle this. Chef, we got to get.
You got to get you a brand. You got to bottle this one.
Get this on the shelf.
Market it.
You got to market it. Oh yeah, Chef. Did you want to do a cookbook?
Oh yes, me and Wanda discussed that on our other last time I was here as well too. I have a cookbook coming up. Going to be coming out for kidney patients.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. Wow.
So it's going to title food like this: you can still eat healthy and feed the kidney and have a good, which is where I look for, eat good and healthy. Okay. Without, saying that you can't have someone like, oh, I don't want to eat healthy and it's nasty. Healthy can be good.
Healthy can be good.
Healthy can be good.
Healthy can
be negative for
It just depends on who's making it for you. So Chef Antonio is going to be making all your good healthy meals for you.
That's right.
Yes. Wanda, can I talk about what disturbs me sometime with Facebook in particular? Is when people come on and use Facebook to unload their stuff. They just, instead of, yes, and I know it's good therapy to let go, but not on Facebook.
Everybody know your business.
Cussing out your auntie. Your auntie.
It's bad.
Your baby daddy.
Talking about your baby daddy.
You slept with
Talking about your friend that you just mad at for 2 seconds.
Oh my God, I think it's awful.
Yeah.
It
the
is
memes,
really awful.
The memes is be telling it everything. You be telling somebody a whole life story. Don't nobody need to know all your business like that.
Right. And when you put those words out there, you can't. Once you hit
send, it's no taking back.
That's it. You can't take it back. So before you post, just take like a second to think about what you're posting before you do it.
What you got?
And my negative is you have Facebook stalkers. People that stalk your page or inbox you like nude pictures and stuff.
Oh, we talked about that.
Like, you're not going automatic block. I don't want to see your body parts.
No, those kind of pictures.
Yes. And then trying to
unwanted pics
from other countries and stuff. Facebook stalkers.
Yes.
That's my negative.
Yeah, Facebook stalkers. Well, you know, I say this, that it's all it's going to be good stuff and it's going to be bad stuff, and you have to weed through it. But as we talked about earlier, and this is for our business owners because that's who I'm most concerned with, is utilize these free platforms, maximize them out. That's what I do. I show people how to maximize the media, and then to hold them accountable. So that's for me, Chef.
Yes, indeed, love.
Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. Y'all can't come home with me and Chef, okay? Don't even try it. Don't
Say, hey, what brother about to cook today?
Y'all can't come home. Yeah, but I just want to say that when you're in, and this is social media as it pertains to your brand and your business, because you are your brand, okay? You are your brand. You're more than just a logo. You're more than your business card, your website. You are your brand. You are a walking, breathing brand. So you have to keep in mind that every time you present yourself, you want to present yourself in a very positive way, and maximize it out. Don't just say, hey, I am going to talk about my business once a month. This is where if you want to get on somebody's nerve, then talk about your business. Be very, very active, be very engaging, set up your own communities within social media, talk about various platforms. And what I do as a coach, and especially in the area of media, is I show people how to formulate those schedules of posting, how to formulate what you should talk on the different platforms, how you should be engaging, and then set yourself up for success by getting you a media schedule on being seen on different people platforms. Remember when we were doing the movie, and we said we were going to do X amount of interviews before the movie launched, and then you do post media, you do pre-media, and you talk about what's next, but not too far out. I see a lot of that. I see people advertising events that's too far out and people won't remember them. So you might want to say, hey, like you get the wedding invitation that say, hey, circle this date, but say the date, but they're not flooding you with the what, whens, and how-tos. So that's what you have to be mindful of. Shonny, you got an event coming up. Talk about that event.
I will. I'll put the fork down for a minute, but this food is amazing, okay? Thank you, Chef.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
I have a new stage play coming out. I am actually overseeing it. It will be directed by teens and for teens. This is the whole cast and crew will be teenagers from 13 to 18 years old. This stage play is about bullying. Real quick, it's we're going to touch on the situations that bullies deal with that we don't even know about. Why are they being a bully? So we're going to dive into that world and try to understand who they are, because there's a reason that they're hurting other people and being mean to other people. So I wanted it from the teens' perspective. So it will be April 18th, so save the date. And again, for teens by teens, and it's teens against domestic violence, teens against
That
bullying.
too.
Yeah, because the stage play is going to tie into some of those things, because the bully is dealing with
It's all the
several
same.
things. But I am so thankful for the children that has already signed on, and the parents that are allowing their children to be a part of this project. Also, I wanted to just mention Mr. Maurice Gatson at Results Central Kids Club, who that's where we'll be having the stage play at. And I chose that location for a specific reason, because he is a staple in the community, and this is a kids club, and it's a safe haven for children and our teenagers. So thank you for partnering with me also, Miss Wanda D. Always, because we want to remind them that they are enough. So the three of us are going to come together, and we're going to have a fabulous day. We have ice cream truck, food truck, we have vendors, lots of fun. So
Yes, Chef. There you go. That's my take home plate.
Listen there, Wanda. But so April 18th, I would love for you to come out and support. The tickets are available on Eventbrite. If you have any questions or want to join us, give us a call.
Okay. So you know what, we wrapping up this time. I just want to remind anybody. You had one question, right?
Did I?
No, you don't.
I had questions, but this food,
Okay, well, so what we're gonna do is we promise you we'll be back, right? We'll be back we're here every first and third Sunday. So just come on in, stay connected, and I want you to think about this. If you have any ideas for a show, please email me at IamEnoughTalkShow.com. No, Gmail. I'm getting websites and all that mixed up. I am enough, right? It's the food. I am enough at gmail.com. If you have any ideas, or even if you want to be a guest on the show, or you want to maybe set up your own show or whatever, or you need some help or guidance in the area of communications, marketing, branding services, we do all of that here. We're getting ready to roll out a complete line of classes and workshops, and
so much fun.
We're working on some other ventures, helping people design their stage plays and movies. So we're going to do some powerful things in all of the years to come. 2020 is just just mounting up, and then we're going to keep on going. So make sure that you connect with any of these ladies here. They're easy to find. They're accessible. And if you don't know, you can ask me. I'll connect you with whomever you need to be connected with. Make sure that you come out to support the event March the 7th, to be announced where it's going to be located. It is the World Is Not Enough Gala.
Gala,
potatoes, tomatoes. But it's the fundraiser, and Chef is going to be doing some remarkable things. Plus, y'all can catch him here as well for going here. And we just want to thank y'all. Kush, can you put up those flyers right quick so I can tell people about those events that we have coming up? Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway. So
he said he into that plate.
Okay, there you go. Who's got that vibe? Who's got that vibe? Is coming this Tuesday, October the 22nd. You can come on down to Cafe 290. This is a Carol O event. She will be actually bringing lots of entertainment, and Dominique Mitchell will be doing his critiquing his artist development on the spot. And it's going to be really, really fun. January. January. Okay. January. Next Tuesday. January 21st. So come on down and take care of that Cafe 290. And there's also a women's event. Next flyer. Maybe. That's Shonny D's event, graphic design by Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen.
All right, now, Wanda, you guys come out and support the cause.
Making money out the box, and in the box, and all around the box. Okay, here we go. Partner with us. 100 Successful Women's Conference was coming up March the 28th. If this is going to be in Miami, I will be one of the speakers there. This is a award conference and expo. We're going to be doing it big in Miami. Miss Janelle Harris will be a host at this event. It's going to be major. 100 women, powerful women coming together in Miami. You're going to get your chance to have fun in the sun, be educated, and be around multicultural women in business. So make sure you go to the website, check that out. They're looking for sponsor partners, vendors, and if you get in where you fit in. That's what's going on. In that study hall, that is what we're talking about. We're talking about study hall, which Miss Shonny just talked about, getting to the roots. So you guys, I want you all to just pay attention to the I Am Enough Talk Show We love you, love you, love you. And I do have one last thing I want to leave you with. Tomorrow's not promised and guaranteed. So I want you to always dig down deep inside of those emotions and move those feelings out of the way and give laser focus on those goals that you want to accomplish. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to take that dirt bath. And you need to know that you've taken your dirt bath after you've given life all you got. All you got. Lay it all on the line. Be willing to fight for your dream, because if you don't fight for your dream, nobody else will. That's my time. I am Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and these are my lovely ladies in business, and that's Chef Antonio L. Smith, and we will see you next time. Peace. We love you.
And there's
nothing you can do about it.
So foolish of me, like a dummy, to believe in love.